And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, what a sight, what a sight. Look at this, what a sight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, yes. Welcome to the Whiskey Rupert channel for all of you watching around the world. Thank you for tuning in on a daily basis. And for all of you out here watching around the world, we're going to give a shout out to the USA. Huge shout out to the USA and only the USA because of the tariffs. Point of matter is, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Today, you see what we're doing. Oof. Look at this cliff, little bit of water. Oof. Look at this. This is a Flintstones. This is a Flintstones steak. Beautiful, big steak. We have a tri-tip, bought a tri-tip, and I also bought, yes, a ribeye. We're gonna make this up. I got some seasonings to show you. You guys know the drill. For all of you watching, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number one for all of you watching around the world. Thank you everyone for tuning in on a daily. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget. I'm going to guarantee you that this stream is going to be awesome, right? It's going to be so good that you're going to be sleeping and dreaming of me. For all of you watching, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button over here. 3 little dots. You can hit that like button if you're watching from your phone. Don't forget, you can tap the phone a couple times. Tap it up. Yes, just like those Instagram photos you tap up. Tap that screen. I have a lot of energy today. Point of the matter is, I think you guys know what we're going to do. Kinders, right? Here's some seasonings that we're going to use. Not only that seasoning, I'm going to show you more seasoning. Man, this sun is killing. Also, more Kinders. I got so much Kinders that I got so many Kinders that I could start a store. Point of the matter is, here we go. Here's the other one. This is the main one. I'm going to show you 2 different seasonings for 2 different pieces of meat. This is a tri-tip. Beautiful tri-tip. Let me show you the beautiful piece of tri-tip because it's so beautiful. It's inexpensive too. Look, I just want to be transparent, okay? Look at the price I paid. Inexpensive. If you think I'm going to be able to eat this today, I'm not. I'm going to eat my ribeye. This is for the morning, but at least you know what I'm doing. Also, to be transparent, just like all of you want to know, you want to know how much cheese did you spend on this? Well, on this ribeye, big ribeye, I spent about 23 cheese. You see this? 23.08. I paid 23 cheeses with little pieces of cheese for the 8 cents. Point of the matter is, this is the big boy, big daddy. This is what I'm going to be eating today. For all of you watching, these are the 2 pieces I'm eating. And I'm going to make sure that you know that I'm eating it because I'm going to barbecue it in front of you. Not only am I going to barbecue it in front of you, we're going to make a whiskey. Yes. Look, this is a whiskey channel. Let's not forget, okay? This is no Chick-fil-A channel, right? This is no McDonald's channel. No, this is no Burger King channel. This is a real whiskey channel. And unlike every other whiskey community that we might have all over YouTube or maybe even, I don't know, maybe TikTok, we're the only ones that officially in the USA and in the world that stream every single day. We're literally the only ones, literally in the whiskey universe, you could say. It streams every single day, okay? For all of you watching, here we go. This is we're going to make a cocktail today. And if you're wondering what kind of cocktail, well, it consists of a lemon, and it's on the title of the stream. Yes, it's on the title of the stream. So let me say this. Let me start off by saying today we are going to be cooking the perfectly, I don't even know what I wrote. Cooking steak perfectly, yes. Cooking steak perfectly on a Weber charcoal barbecue grill with the recipes of a whiskey sour. And bing bang bing, that's what we're going to do. Start off, let's season this. I want to make a drink. My mouth is watering. But you know, we got to take advantage of that sun. So let's start putting over here some of the... Oh, that's not a good place for the seasoning. We could put it somewhere else over here. Let's start unwrapping some of these, and let me show you exactly what I'm doing, right? So, for all of you, let's just back up a little bit. Boom, let's go, boom. I think this is a good place. Yeah, this is a good place, right? I think we're good. We're good. I gotta give you a good view, right? Good view. For all of you watching around the world, here we go, Reaper Crew. We're gonna give you a good view. I think this is a better view. Okay, let's start popping this open, and let's start laying down our meat. Let's start laying down our meat. First is first. Ribeye. All right, so let me explain to you what we're doing, okay? Let me explain real hard. We're going to make 2 steaks on the barbecue. 1 steak is going to be for the morning so that I can have breakfast. Breakfast for champions, okay? We're no losers. We don't get second place out here. We always strive to get to #1, right? We're #1, right? Our Ripper crew, you know what time it is? We're #1. We strive to be #1. You have to eat a good breakfast. Breakfast of champions, just like Michael Jordan does, right? Point of the matter is, shout out to Michael Jordan. We're going to make two pieces of meat. This is a tri-tip. Tri-tip is real beautiful, but you have to know how to do it right. And again, you have this over here, the ribeye. I'm going to say this. We're going to get this charred up. This ribeye is going to get nice and charred up. I don't plan on charring this up. There's a difference between both of these meats. You're going to treat this ribeye. You're going to treat this ribeye a little bit more with a, what's the word I can use? You're going to abuse that meat, okay? You're going to abuse that ribeye. You're going to make sure that that ribeye is nice and blacked up. Blacked up, or maybe nice and charred up, you could say. Point of the matter is, beat your meat enough. If you beat your meat enough, it'll just taste amazing. Now, this one is going to be a little bit delicate. This is a tri-tip. What I plan on doing with the tri-tip is maybe coloring it up a little bit. You'll see what I do. And then after that, you're just going to put it away from the charcoal. You're not going to have it over the charcoal compared to the ribeye. Know the difference also, just for some of you to know the difference on thickness. This is very thick, but this is a little bit thicker. You can put more seasoning on this one compared to this one, right? We're going to use 2 different seasonings on both of them. But first off, I think you guys already know. You know the drill. You know the drill, baby. First off. We're gonna put this over here. Let's just sit this on here. Let's just sit this on here. Why didn't I think of that before? Oh, yes. Okay, we're gonna just sit that on there. And let's start seasoning. But before we season, remember, olive oil. Here we go. First is first. First is first, olive oil. Don't use, there's some people out here that don't know how to cook, right? Don't use the spray. Don't use the spray. Don't use avocado oil. Don't use motor oil. Don't use any oil unless it says extra virgin olive oil, okay? No motor oil. No Vaseline oil on this meat. Nothing that has to do with oil you can put on these meats. Only extra virgin olive oil, okay? Let me repeat that again. Extra virgin olive oil. All right, so here we go. We're gonna get my meat nice and ready. Oof, this meat is getting nice and ready. Good. All right, we're gonna turn this around one time. Boom, look at that, beautiful. Now, if you do see a little bit of blood, it's all right. It's okay. You can take it off a little bit. Doesn't really matter. It's going to get burned off anyways. But you can take the blood off. You can take that blood off. You got to do both sides too, okay? So don't forget. Both sides. Ooh, look at this one. That piece is nice. If you see any loose pieces, you can take them off if you want to. Okay, any loose pieces. Okay, now we're going to put it back. We should be good now. Yes. We should be good now. Woo, that thing is beautiful. Okay, so we have both of them. They both look good. Seasoning-wise, 2 different seasonings. And again, I'm going to repeat this again because a lot of people, if you think you know, you don't. You have to season it accordingly to the thickness of the meat. If you over-season it, it will be ruined. You can ruin your piece of meat. Do not over-season. Now, the reason why I can put enough seasoning is because I know the difference in the salt quality in some of these. All of them have salt. I'm also adding more salt on this one. The tri-tip because it's thicker. So the first thing I want to do is this ribeye. So first ribeye we're going to do is going to be this one over here. Boom. There's going to be the first thing we're going to do. So I'm going to move this other one. First thing is first. Let's start doing the first seasoning. Now, I like this seasoning. I like it so far. Again, it's thick. It's a thick boy. It's a thick boy. Hit that like button if you like the stream. If you like the stream, hit that like button. Let's get it in that hot algorithm. A Kinder's Prime Steak. Let's do this. This is something I really like. I want to give a shout out in the chat room, okay? If you're commenting in the chat room, I'm going to give a shout out in the chat room. If you're commenting in the chat room, here we go, Joe Waters. I see you, Joe Waters. We had the two kitties in the chat room. Cosmic Kitty, good to see Cosmic Kitty. Farm Kitty, good to see Farm Kitty. Also Andrew, good to see Andrew. Comment down below right now. I'll give you a nice little shout out. Joanne, good to see Joanne. Comment down below. I'll give you a nice shout out. And also, I believe we had Al Gore early in the chat room, and a couple. They go, April, good to see April. Okay, here we go. Now comes this wood fire garlic. Now, you see how I did it? I think it's pretty perfect. It's good. It gives it a good coating of the seasoning. Remember, that seasoning is going to fall off on the grill at times. You got to make sure to give it a good coating, but don't overcoat it. There's no point in overcoating it, right? No point in overcoating it. What you want to also do is tap it a little bit. Oh, my hands are huge. Damn, I just noticed my hands are huge. Tap it a little bit. My meat is huge too. My hands and my meat is huge. Dang. That's what she said. Anyways, we're going to flip this up. Boom, boom, boom. Looks good. Looks really nice. And that looks good. If you think I'm going to eat it like that, you're out of your mind. You got to add more seasoning, okay? It's a double seasoning that I like to do. It's a double combo. Double combo. When I go to the fast foods, I don't ask for one combo. I say, I need that double combo, baby. Yes, a double combo with the fries. With the fries and the side of Coke. Here we go. Let's put it on here. Let's lay that seasoning on this meat. Beautiful. Now that is nice. Remember, some of this season's gonna come off, so you gotta make sure to do it right. Okay, got this going. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. All right. First thing is first. You gotta do the sides. There you go. It falls off. Folds off. Just rip it on here. Rip it. Rip it good. Rip it good. There you go. Make sure these sides are good. There you go. Rip it good. Should be nice. Here we go. Let me see. You see it? Oof. Missing a little piece. Missing a little piece. That's no bueno, man. Missing a little piece. Dang. It's like, what's that guy? Powder's Head. You ever seen that movie, Powder? It's like Powder's Head. Uh-oh. But this over here is looking good. Look at that. Good. Good. Beautiful. Perfect. You know what? That should be good. That should be good. What the heck do I need more? Seasoning is good. All right. This is good. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. All right. This is good. This is very good. Very good. All right. Good, good, good. So we're going to move this out of the way real quick. Let's move this out of the way. Now we're going to put this tri-tip to work. Now again, I'm going to say tri-tip is very, very thick. Very thick. You know, ladies, you like it thick. Well, this is very thick. This meat is very thick. So understand, you're going to have to use a little bit more salt on something like this. So I prepared myself something, which that is the Kinder. Kinder is the blend, okay? So why did I not use this? Why did I not use this? You're probably asking, why didn't you use this on the ribeye? Because this has salt, mainly a lot of salt compared to the other seasonings over there. I don't want to add too much salt, right? But this one you could. So I'm going to use this. Let's do that. And if you could tell, did you see what I did? I did one little layer. That's all I did. One layer. You understand? You understand? One layer. That's all I did. Because it has salt. You see the grains? It has salt. One layer is all I did. Alright? Now we're going to use the seasoning of my choice. Oof! Almost dropped the son of a gun. Seasoning of my choice. I love this. This has a little bit of coffee in it. Just so you guys know. A little bit of espresso. A little bit of espresso coffee. And it has those spices that I want. Very nice spices. So we're going to load this up right here. If you like the stream so far, hit that like button. We're going to make a drink soon. Let's pour this up. This piece of meat, you're going to have to pound it down. You're going to pound down your meat, okay? Use your big hand. Pound it down as much as you can. All right, pound this meat down as much as you can. Now you're going to turn that meat over, and you're going to go pound town on this side too. Okay, big time pound town. Same thing. And now this is where it gets a little bit a little bit sus. Here's where it gets a little bit sus. You're gonna grab your meat. It's gonna get a little bit sus now. Grab your meat and start pounding it. Pound it on that pavement, okay? Make sure that each part of your meat gets, oof, just look at that, bare meat, bare naked. Make sure that all that meat get nice. It's gonna be a little bit sus because I'm grabbing that meat, I'm pounding that meat up. A little bit sus, a little bit sus. You're just gonna do it like that. Beautiful, right? Both sides. All sides. Make sure your nice big meat is nice and pounded up. Beautiful. What a doozy. Damn, somebody's car farted. Over here, look at this. What a doozy. What a doozy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you call a real doozy. I'm gonna say this. I need to put a little bit of seasoning on here. Having a hard time. Maybe I could just whack it. I could whack my meat off right here. Maybe I could just whack my meat off right here. A little bit sus what I just said, but here we go. A little bit sus. Oof, a little bit sus. It's not holding on. That's okay. There you go. A little bit sus. A little bit sus. A little bit sus what I said. Point of the matter is, we got the meats going. We got some meats going. Everything's looking beautiful. And all you have to do really is, now you're done. Now you're done with your meat, right? Remember, when you're done, you want to kind of let it rest. Oof, that sounds so wrong. Everything I'm saying, that's what she said. Sounds so wrong. But you have to let your meat rest, okay? Make sure to let your meat rest so that it could officially give it some time. Give it some time. We're gonna look at our meat for about 10, 15 minutes. We're gonna just stare at our meat for a little bit, okay? All right, that's a little bit sus looking at your meat. Ladies and gentlemen, this is perfect. Everything you want. And for a lot of you watching, if this is your first time watching, I'm going to say this. This is a seasoning that I'm going to show, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I use for the ribeye. The ribeye I use this. It ain't sus when you're using wood-fired garlic, right, on your meat. It ain't sus. But I'm going to say what's a little bit sus, a little bit sus. When you use espresso with a little bit of on your meat, got a little bit of espresso, a little bit sus, a little bit salt and espresso on your meat, a little bit sus. Yes, this is the mix. This is the mix that I'm using for the tri-tip. A little bit sus, but you know what? It tastes good. It tastes good. Out of both of these, which is my favorite, I think you guys already know. They're both my favorite. There's no meat out there that I can say is not my favorite as long as you cook it yourself. And this is a big thing for a lot of you men or you women. Some of you women don't know how to cook out here. They put the chicken in the microwave, right? They put the chicken in the microwave and they want to cook their raw chicken in the microwave. That's not how you do it, honey. And there's some women that boil their chicken, right? They put it in the boiler. That's not how you cook that chicken, my lady. Man, there's also men out here that do the same thing. Don't start classifying everybody out here. Anyways, the point of the matter is, we're gonna make a cocktail while our meat gets nice and nice and properly ready for that pound town on the BBQ. Okay. As long as our meat's starting to get nice, that olive oil's getting there, we're gonna wait a little bit so that we can put it on that BBQ. This meat's gonna go pound town on that BBQ. And I'm gonna show you exactly what pound town is. For all of you watching, we're gonna move some of this out of the way. You already seen some of this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's start moving this out of the way. And let's start moving this out of the way because we're gonna make a cocktail. And the cocktail that you guys are going to see is going to be really, really extraordinary. But the point of the matter is, look at that big piece of meat. Oof, real good. All right, pound town's going to come now. But before it comes now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to make a whiskey sour. Our whiskey sour is going to be so good, right? I'm going to show you how to do it. This is just a thing, you know what? Bodybuilders, I think every bodybuilder out there should officially do a whiskey sour instead of eating 18 eggs a day. Come on, man. What you doing? 18 eggs a day. I'm going to give you a real short story. It's going to be so quick that you guys are going to say, is that it? Yeah. My friend's a bodybuilder in Florida. He gets championships. He's won a lot of first place. And he eats about 18 eggs. And his farts are so bad that the people in his house, yes, his family, his kids, even his dog have to run out of the house. So, for all of you, there's a story. Don't bodybuild, right? Don't bodybuild. That's just what it is. Just don't do it. Don't do it. 18 eggs. This guy's out of his mind. All right, let's make a. I want to show you this, so just so you know, the eggs aren't AI. Okay, the eggs are real; they're not AI. Let's open this up. Let's take out a naughty little egg, random egg. Here we go. Let's take this one out. Here we go, beautiful egg. Let's put this away so that we can officially use the other eggs for another day. And over here, we're officially going to do the first stink possible, okay? I just got this off the tree, so it's a little bit hard. Oof. Just got this off the tree, so it's a little bit, oof. This thing is rock hard, man. Oh, man, I'm cooked. Rock hard. Anyways, let's make sure that this egg doesn't blow up. How do we make sure it don't blow up? I don't even know where to put it. I'll just put it right here. Yes, put it right here. We're going to pick also whiskey, right? First is first. We're going to get this going. First is first. Let's cut this hard, rock hard lemon. Rock hard lemon. Come on, man. Come on, dog. There's no lemon in this lemon. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. That's what Jessica Simpson would say. There's no lemon in this lemon. What happened to the lemon? That's what Jessica Simpson would say. Shout out to Jessica said. Nicholas Shea. Shout out to Nicholas Shea. He was with an airhead. Here we go. Let's put this on here. Oof. You guys heard that? I think I hit a dolphin in the head. Oof. Shout out to the dolphins. Here we go. Put this over here. Uh-oh. I think I hit a shark head, hammerhead. Point of the matter is that lemon was so bad. Holy Lord, I don't have another lemon. Tree was too high for me to get more lemons. Okay, we're gonna start doing this. First is first. We're gonna show you exactly what I'm gonna do. But before I do that, let me just say this. You have to pick out a whiskey, right? The whiskey is one of the main things. So what whiskey am I going to be showing all of you? First off, if you think it's any of these, you don't want to change my mind of what whiskey I'm going to use. It ain't going to be any of these. I'm going to use something you guys can get. Bing bong. Yeah, you know, I roll big. This is the Old Forester 100, the big boy. This is a huge one. It has a handle. It's so big it has a handle. And yes, I could grab this in one hand because I got big hands. The point of the matter is this is the Old Forester 100. Use this up real good, okay? Real good. And for a lot of you watching, here we go. First is first. You're going to use 2 ounces of Old Forester 100, okay? Now, the main thing now, you're going to be putting about an ounce of fresh cut lemon. Don't be that cheapo. Okay, don't be that cheapo that you buy artificial lemon made from a robot or Bill Gates. Don't do that, my man. My lady, don't do that. You live in the dream. Get everything fresh. Go to your neighbor's backyard, steal one of them lemons, or if you know anybody that has lemons on a tree, just jump up, get one, get a fresh one. Or if you have a lemon tree, make sure still keep your lemons intact. Go take it somewhere else. 4 point amount is lemon, lemon, lemon. Let's put a whole ounce. Damn, that lemon sucks. That lemon, there was no juice in that son of a gun. I jumped for nothing. Almost broke my ACL. Point amount is lemon, right? You got the whiskey. Now you need simple syrup. All right, simple syrup. Let's put a little bit of simple syrup on here. About half an ounce of simple syrup. You can make the simple syrup yourself, okay? That ain't moonshine, that's simple syrup. And now, here is a good hard part. Here's where it gets real naughty, real hard. You're gonna do the egg. This is gonna be the hardest part of the stream, right? Here we go. Give me some focus, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Now, officially, the ocean fish are sucking up that yolk. That yolk. Do not use the yolk. Okay, don't use the yolk. I'm not making no eggs here. I'm making a whiskey. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Now you're gonna stir it up. Okay. Shake it up, okay? You're gonna put it over here, gonna shake it up. Here we go. Let's shake this son of a gun up. Make sure it's nice and sealed. Now you got egg in your face. Shake it up. Shake it up about a good amount of time. You're gonna see it's gonna start to, look, there you go, it's starting to puncture, right? All right, that's good. Let's open this up. Now comes the other part, which is easy. You're gonna put eyes in here, okay? The reason why you're putting eyes is you're gonna make sure that that eyes chills it up, and it gets it nice and very nice and foamed up. So we're gonna put some eyes in here. Let's put some eyes in here. There we go. Beautiful. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go shaking this hard, right? Like a shake weight. You're gonna shake that up like a shake weight. But before you do that, you gotta put some ice in the brand new. Yes, you're gonna put some ice in the brand new. Okay, brand new glass. Put some ice in this brand new glass. Beautiful, easy. Fresh ice. I would recommend you to use a ball, ice ball. If you have an ice ball, use an ice ball, okay? Use an ice ball. All right, here we go. Now we're going to start doing this right. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is where it gets real easy. Everything should be officially moved out of the way. Here we go. We're going to put our, here we go. We're going to, there you go. Let's get this party started, baby. Oh, it's getting nice and cold. Ooh, this is getting icy. Here we go. We're going to do about 20 seconds. Oof. I had to put my barbecue gloves on. This thing is ice cold. This is like Arnold Schwarzenegger came out here from the Batman, first Batman. What's his name? Iceman. You know what? I don't like the cold weather. You guys know I like the heat. I like that real hot heat. Hot barbecue, hot Latinas, just hot in general. Here we go. Let's pop this open. You're gonna use your filter, okay? Buy one of these. It's good. It works. Filter out your yolk. Make sure there's no yolk in there. It's gonna be white. Here we go. And here we go, baby. Let's try this out. Old Forester. Whiskey sour. Here we go, whiskey sour. Cheers to all of you. Whiskey sour. Here we go. That tastes like a pina colada, whiskey pina colada. Damn. Dang. Again, get the eggs that are pasteurized, right? Pasteurized. Here we go. Beauty. That's goddamn beautiful. Somebody take a photo for me. It is goddamn beautiful. Hit that like button if you like the stream so far to the stream. Super chats. Don't forget super chats. Get you through. Here we go. Drink us up. Oh man, it's really nice. You want to get whatever's left, but don't be doing that forever. You will dilute. You will dilute your drink. And voila! It's as easy as it gets. You can't get easier in this. Okay, you can't get easier than this. And voila! That's how beautiful and easy it gets. Oh Lord, I just looked into the sun. Oof! I just looked into the sun. I think my ice is melting. Uh-oh! Ice is melting. Let's put the ice away. And we're gonna put our meat on here again. We're gonna put our meat on here to make sure that the world knows we got some big meat. Let me see if I can put it in the refrigerator. Ooh, it fits. Good, it fits. Here we go. Let's put this over here because you guys want to know right? The olive oil I used. Let's drink this up. Absolutely marvelous. All this is missing is there's some cherries that you're supposed to use. Unfortunately, I don't have those cherries, but you can go look up the recipe. I think you could get 3 to 4 cherries, put them on there, and they're really good. Today I was gonna buy some, but they were 25 bucks. So I said, nope, not gonna buy $25 cherries. I'm just not gonna do it. $25 cherries out of their minds. Out of their minds. The cherries are $25. $25 are the cherries. They're small little cherries. They come in a little. Look, you know, we got the money. We got the money for that. But the thing is, the way my bank account works, if I feel like I'm getting ripped, I don't buy it, right? I'm basically a smart shopper. I do spend money, yes. I do spend a lot of money. But when it comes to certain things, I just don't buy them. And one of the things that I just don't want to buy is the cherries. I'm probably going to buy them for all of you. But there's the cherries that we're going to add. And again, you put on here, it's good, it's nice. It looks good. Here we go, let's drink this up. We should maybe promote a little bit of this Old Forester. Let's promote this Old Forester a little bit. Again, Old Forester's not reaching out to me, telling me, hey, show the world. Old Forester's not reaching out to me and telling me what to do. Okay, so don't expect to start thinking that I am officially trying to promote this whiskey to get you to buy it. That I'm going to get a certain percentage. That's not how it works. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are the ones that support, right? Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? We're number one. You guys are the ones that hit that like button. You guys are the ones sending super chats. And at the end of the day, Edgar Romeo, you can thank Edgar Romeo also. Huge shout outs to Jason Kane, Al Gordon, Joe Waters, and a lot of other men that send super chats throughout the week. Shout out to Sheena. Shout out to April. Shout out to Farm Kitty. Shout out to everybody. If I missed you, my bad. Adventures also on my birthday. She slapped it down. Ira Soto, everybody out here, everybody that supports the streams. You guys are freaking amazing. Al Gordon, Jason Kane, William. If I missed you, there's so many of the members. So many of the members, right? Sheila, shout out to Sheila. Again, I'm going to say this. This is just something that I just can't ignore. I have to show you this. April, shout out to April. I have to show you this, and I have to tell you how great it is with your cocktail, right? Over here, Edgar Roman says, my scent of the day is Boss Bottled Absolute, and it's awesome. Highly recommend. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. As a matter of fact, Baldesarani, I believe it is, the fragrance that I've been looking for ages. It's very similar to Creed Viking, and I think it's the same perfumer that is making that Boss perfume, the Edgar Roman. Anyways, we do talk about men's stuff in this channel. We talk about women's stuff. We talk about everything in this channel, right? But the one thing is, never forget, we are a whiskey channel, and we revolve everything around whiskey, right? Here we go. Let's drink this up. That's so good. Now, let me explain to you how good this is. If you don't know what it is, a whiskey sour, the egg yolk, I throw the egg yolk away to the lake. But this over here, the whiskey sour, you use egg white, right? So I have to basically take out the egg white from the actual pasteurized egg. Never get an egg from your neighbor's hen. Never get an egg from the streets. You saw an egg in the streets. It might be an iguana egg. Don't use that. Don't use an ostrich egg. Don't use a, what is it called? Don't use a pigeon egg. Okay, don't use any other egg unless it's a pasteurized chicken, right? Point of matter is the egg white makes this creamy, very creamy. And for some of you out there that like pina colada, this is very similar to pina colada. It gives you that creaminess that coconut gives you. It's almost like if I'm putting coconut in here, but it's no coconut. It's a goddamn egg. It's so good. Some of you might think it's gross. It's understandable. It is kind of nasty, isn't it? Some of you might think it's nasty, but it's a natural thing. It's a really natural thing. Don't you worry, it's very natural. What you're drinking, what you're doing, very natural. I'm gonna say this for anybody that's new that's watching. Don't forget to comment in the chat room. I know we have a lot of people that watch, and they're just a little bit worried to comment, and that's okay. It's all right. You could be far distance. You could be watching. Shout out to Who Dat. Shout out to Who Dat. Shout out to Who Dat, a great member. One of our ranches. Shout out to Who Dat. She's a great support to the channel. We start. There you go. I put that light on, baby. Put that light on. Okay, so for any of you, I'm gonna say this. I think I showed you Old Forester already a couple times. I think the last Old Forester. I've gone through a couple bottles, obviously, but I think this is my other bottle. This is my other bottle. There it is. There's my other bottle. This is inexpensive and it's good. One of the best bangs for buck. If you don't have money, I have money, but I just don't want to use an expensive whiskey, okay? Use Old Forester, the red label. Don't buy any other one. For cocktails, this is absolutely monstrous. Now the rye that's $20, that thing is straight dookie. That one's a straight dookie. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't even want to show you that one. Yes, Old Forester, the regular $20 rye, it's straight doo-doo. Real doo-doo. Real doo-doo. Real doo-doo, man. Here we go. Let's drink this up. I think the whole Old Forester line is a waste of money, except what I just showed you. A single barrel proof, the rye barrel proof, and the 10-year. Any other one, 1924, any other one, they could stop wasting my time. There's one that's called, it's clear, Old Forester, it's clear. I forgot what it was called. I have it somewhere inside, but I barely have any. It's a Statesman. The Statesman is really good. People don't talk about it because they don't have a palate. Recently, I saw a video this morning. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I saw a video this morning, and I was I was shocked. I mean, I wasn't shocked, but I was a little bit shocked. I was watching a video this morning, and what I usually do is this is what I do. I think I tell you this many times before. There's only two guys. There's the only two guys in the whiskey community that I can personally say that if I have time, if I have my phone on me, and I see the video that YouTube recommends me, I'll look at it. There's only two guys. There's an older man, SLB Drinks. He's been following me for the longest time. He's a good guy. That guy's a good guy. But just because a guy's a good guy doesn't mean that his palate's not toasted, okay? Doesn't mean that his palate's not toasted. Just because you're a good guy doesn't mean you could drive a Corvette in a straight line. Just because you're a good woman or a good guy doesn't mean that you can officially say that you can rate some whiskeys. You know what? Your taste buds end up frying over time, right? And I think personally, SLB, he's a good guy. But I think his son is just, I don't know what's wrong with his son. Something wrong with his son. But himself, the older man, the owner of the channel, his taste buds got toasted about a couple years ago. I remember they got toasted because, same thing goes, I would forward it. And anyways, the point of the matter is today I decided, you know what? YouTube is recommending me a video. I didn't want to watch it, but I saw, this is what I saw. I saw one of these, but this is a small batch. I saw a single barrel. And I said, oof, I missed. I'm like, Shaq. There you go. I saw a single barrel, and I had to click it. I clicked it, and obviously I didn't watch the beginning. You guys know I'm not to this. I'm a different level, right? So I forwarded it all the way to the end. The end was where he was going to show, obviously, the Cornier's Taylor. If you don't know, on YouTube, the way to cling people, you use the best bottle, and you put it all the way to the end. So the suckers out here, what they do is they watch the beginning, and in the end is where the juicy part is, right? So they put the bottle at the end, and they said it's a bottle that they'll never buy again. What are you, out of your mind? What are you, out of your mind? They said they'll never buy it again. What are you, out of your mind? Cornier's Taylor single barrel is one of the best single barrels in the damn world. What the hell? Their palates is toasted. What, did they get a root canal or something? What happened? They burned their tongue or something? What's going on? And I saw it. Had to comment. I told him his taste buds are toasted. And I said, how dare he? How dare he? And then I also said, what I remember with the end that I said, cheers. Take a week off. I think that's what I said. Take a week off. Retire. Yes, retire. Take a week off. Come back next week. He has said one of the whiskeys that my top 10 favorite single barrels was something he would never buy again. It just shows there's people they're just toasted. You don't know they're toasted till you find out. Edgar Romeo says, finish that one now. It's Still Austin, which I'm loving. I think Still Austin is boring, personally. There's only one good Still Austin, personally, that I can say. It's the rye. Okay, I'm going to say, sorry to say, but some of you, Still Austin, they have one rye that's really good. All their other stuff is, all their other stuff is, let's just put it this way, all their other, Still Austin, the reason why I don't show Still Austin is because the only product that I want to show, and it's just pointless to show, because all of you are going to buy Still Austin because of me and don't want to show the company if they only have one good whiskey. Their best thing that they do is a rye. Still Austin makes a really good rye whiskey. And for some of you, I just don't want to show it. I think it's pointless. Pointless to show it, just like Edgar Romeo says. He says, show the Penelopes. I don't want to show the Penelopes because personally, I don't think that the Penelopes are consistent, right? Again, another company that I'm not a fan of. Bullet. I'm not a fan of Bullet. If you guys drink Bullet, well, you're probably a rookie. You have no idea. In the Watch community, you know what time it is. In the Watch community, I was asked recently like a year ago. Yeah, recently, like a year ago. They asked me. Well, one of my subscribers. He was in the watch community. He's still subscribed. He officially said, he goes, "Hey, I want a good whiskey. Is Bullet a good whiskey? Because that's what I drink." And I told him, I go, "You drink Bullet?" "Yeah." "Is it bad?" I go, "Yes, it's bad. Bullet is, oof, Bullet is, how can I explain to you Bullet? Bullet is, personally, I'm sorry to say, Bullet Distillery, they have a great distillery, they have great employees, but everybody in the USA has an opinion. We all have our opinions, okay? The beauty of living in America and the beauty of being literally an American is you can say whatever the hell you want. Bullet, this distillery employees might be amazing. The master distiller might be amazing, but you know what? There's something that's not too amazing to me, the whiskey. The whiskey is meant for cocktails and it's meant for the bars. Personally, I think so, and I'll always feel that for the rest of my life. Bullet. So, one of the whiskey beginners in the watch community, he goes, "So if I don't get Bullet, what else? What do you recommend?" I go, "There's Maker's Mark. You can get Maker's Mark, and you can get this and that. You can get Maker's Mark. You can get Buffalo Trace. You can even get some of these that are inexpensive, right? Inexpensive. Or you could get a Horse Soldier." He ended up buying the Horse Soldier. He fell in love with this Horse Soldier. He paid about $40. It was $39.99 he paid for this Horse Soldier. He fell in love with this Horse Soldier. Look at the top. Shout out to America. America, baby. Shout out to America. He fell in love with it. He felt so in love with the whiskey that I recommended. He never bought Bullet again. Now, at the restaurants, maybe he did get Bullet in his cocktail because at the restaurants, they don't tell you. If you're a newbie, okay, you go to a restaurant, you go to any lounge or something, you don't know what it is they're putting. You don't care, right? Most of the time, they use the most inexpensive whiskey out there, which is Bullet. And if it's not Bullet, it's the cheapest Old Forester, or they use... what is it? Maker's Mark, the cheapest Maker's Mark, Bullet, or Old Forester. The best option for any of you that go to a bar, always ask if they have Old Forester 100. Old Forester, always ask if they have Old Forester 100 and make them use, instead of Bullet or any other whiskey, use this. Also, if you have the option to pick Knob Creek 9-year, use a Knob Creek 9-year instead of this if you want. Knob Creek is great. Here we go, drinks up. Oh, man, it's so good. Do not get Wild Turkey unless they can show you the Wild Turkey bottle. Don't get Wild Turkey. Don't let them give you, there's another whiskey. Don't let them give you Penelope. Don't let them give you Basil Hayden. Ooh. Here we go. That's what I want to say. Don't let them give you Basil Hayden whiskey. If you get Basil Hayden whiskey, it's kind of like if somebody just farted in your drink. You don't want Basil Hayden. Let me explain to you why. Basil Hayden has a low proof. The reason why it has a low proof is because they're trying to take away the alcohol content in the whiskey so that you could taste more of the flavors. Now, by doing that, you're not going to taste most of the whiskey on your cocktail if you're using Basil Hayden. Also, for the newbies, if you drink Basil Hayden by itself, you're just going to taste nuts. Soft, roasted, dirty nuts that were just dragged all over the floor. That's what it's going to taste like. Have you ever tasted dragged up, dirty nuts that are on the floor? You know what? Every now and then, you just got to go into Basil Hayden and you got to taste it up. Right? You got to drink it. You got to know what it tastes like to have some dookie whiskey. And that's what it is. That's why you have all type of whiskeys. Always go back to your dirty, nutted up, nasty whiskeys so that you know what's good. Let's drink this up. Ooh, these steaks are looking lonely. I'm gonna put the stakes on here. I want to make another cocktail personally, but I think I don't want. I want to make another cocktail, but the other cocktail that I want to make has vermouth. And the problem is with vermouth. Here we go. Let me just show you. Shanna's a horse soldier. Now the one I want to make is I want to make this one, but the problem is with vermouth, it could give me a hangover. That's the only issue with vermouth, sweet vermouth. It could give me a hangover. We have a couple other ones. Manhattan. I could make a Manhattan. I could make a Manhattan. You guys want me to make a Manhattan? It's up to you. You want me to make a Manhattan? I might make a Manhattan if you want. But personally, I'm going to say this. Personally, damn, that vermouth. I got to open up a wine. I bought a wine for Edgar Romeo. If you don't know Edgar, he's in the chat room. I bought a wine for Edgar Romeo. I'm just going to come out of the closet. I'm going to come out of the closet. Me and Edgar Romeo. I'm going to come out of the closet. I'm going to say it. Me and Edgar Romeo. Yes. I'm going to come out of the closet and say it. Me and Edgar Romeo. Oh, let me just show you. Oh, some of you, dang. I got to come out of the closet, okay? For all of you watching around the world, we got to come out of the closet. Let me introduce you to Edgar. Let me introduce you to Edgar. Me and Edgar Romeo are coming out of the closet right now. Now, I'm going to say this right now. I just have to say something. Okay, me and Edgar Romeo, boom! We both like the same wine. What the hell did you guys thought I was going to say? Me and Edgar Romeo in the chat room, he's our CEO, he's our biggest wrench, right? We took this out of the closet. We found it in the closet and we said, holy Lord, we like the same wine, yes. Officially, this is the wine that me and Edgar Romeo like. I like this wine. What the hell did you guys thought I was going to say? I mean, just because I'm talking about closet, I'm talking about the closet where all the wines I have, or all the pantry, whatever it is. You guys are crazy. Anybody thought GAY stuff in the chat room? For one of the most masculine men you could ever meet, you got to be out of your mind. No GAY stuff. It's a wine. This is Dow, one of the best wines out there, recommended by Edgar Romeo. I drank this wine. And officially, I think it's good, right? I think it's really, really good. Me and Edgar Romeo share the same taste when it comes to wine. So for some of you, you could go back to the closet and look for the wine. You go back to the closet because, you know what? Over here, no homo. Okay? Just straight up. It's just what it is. Me and Edgar Romeo like the same wine. If you want a good wine, buy that wine. I can guarantee you, it's going to be one of the best, most favorite wines you'll probably ever have. It's so rich. It's so rich. You can taste the plums in there. Oh, dang, that's a bad time to cough. You can taste the plums in there. That's a horrible time to cough. You can taste the plums in there. And it tastes really, really rich. It also has like a little bit of almost like a chocolatey note. But the chocolatey note, you can't really tell too much. It's very rich and it's very dank. Is that the word? Is that the word to use? It's just rich. If you're having some steak, just like we're about to have, you kind of want to do that. You kind of want to have a good wine. And that is the wine that officially I'm going to be having today. I'm going to use the April O'Neil. What is it? April O'Neil. I'm going to use her. She got me. Shout out to April O'Neil. She got me a wine opener. The wine opener. It's not from China. I'm just going to say it right now. For any of you who think this is from China, it's not from China. Not from China. It's from Texas. Austin, Texas. There you go. It's from Austin, Texas, not from China. Don't you guys start thinking stuff. But the point of the matter is, this is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I like good wine late at night if I want to fall asleep, okay? That's what it is. We're going to put more olive oil on here. Before you put it on the barbecue, you got to put a little bit of olive oil on here. Boom. Boom. Okay, you got to put a little bit of olive oil. Whatever side you put the olive oil on, oof. That bird is trying to laugh. He knows I'm going to go jumping in that ocean to get him. That pelican. Laugh again, pelican. Anyways, point of the matter is, this is one of the best things you could do. Eat good. You only live once. Eat good. Drink good. Make sure when you're drinking, make sure to have a good meal when you're drinking. For some people that always ask, there's a ton of people that always ask, they go, how do you not get drunk? I don't get drunk. It's almost impossible. I eat. If you don't eat and you're a skinny man, you're probably going to get drunk. The skinny women, skinny women. That's why the skinny women, you always see them walking around flopped up. You can't give a woman a whiskey that's skinny. I'm going to say this right now. She can't take 2 or 3 licks of this whiskey. These whiskeys are no joke. All right? So, we're going to start cooking. And we're going to go pound town on this cook. It's going to be officially a cook-off. Now, I have to do the tri-tip ahead of time because this tri-tip takes a little bit of time. So let's start doing the tri-tip and let's start moving some stuff. Oof, I need to clean this son of a gun up. The floor, oof, I put a rug on here. We are using B&B charcoal. Yes, we are. B&B charcoal is what I'm using. And this is a Weber charcoal grill. One of the biggest charcoal grills you could get. It's not the small one, it's a big one. It's a real big. It's the one before the ranch. It's the one before the ranch. Also, I'm going to just say this. This is going to be for everybody. Okay, you see how it's not dirt. This is seasoning. All that seasoning. You clean off the grill, but it gives it a little bit of flavor onto any meat you put on here. Okay? Let me repeat again. You don't want to clean the barbecue too much. Okay? You don't want to clean the barbecue too much. I'm going to say that. Don't clean the barbecue too much. Clean the grates. That's all you need to do. Clean the grates. Clean the grates. Yes, clean the grates. And that should be all you need to do. What I'm going to do is to start off the stream on the cook. Since I do not want to ruin this tri-tip, putting the tri-tip first. There we go. We're going to put the tri-tip first. Beautiful tri-tip. We're going to put the tri-tip first. The ribeye takes quickly time, right? So the tri-tip is on here first. Good to see Matt Stevens in the chat room. Good to see Matt Stevens in the chat room today. The super chats. Man. Am I doing a bad job? I think so. You know, I'm doing a horrible job. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Haven't got a super chat today. Why? Because it's Monday. Nobody likes Monday except me. Let's drink this up. That's good, man. That's good. I can't drink too much whiskey if I'm gonna drink that wine. That wine, oof, that wine could give you a hangover big time. Okay, so this is tri-tip, okay? What you want to do is, you just want to give it some color. You're not gonna char it up. You're not gonna char up the, and repeat again, you're not gonna be charring up this. Alright? No charring this up. No charring this up. Alright? No charring this up. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do something real quick. I'm just going to put this aside here. I'm going to move some of this charcoal. There we go. I'm going to move some of this charcoal. Let me move some of this charcoal. Move this charcoal. I can put this back here. It smells really good. Let me pat it down, pat it down. It smells really good. Beautiful. Looks good. Smells good. I'm gonna let the heat up. Once I start getting some flames, which the flames will come eventually, then I'm gonna put the ribeye. The ribeye is gonna cook a little bit quicker, okay? Quicker it's gonna cook. I personally don't think you can get better than a tri-tip. A tri-tip is just remarkable. Let me say this: a tri-tip is remarkable. You can't really get better than a ribeye. A tri-tip and picanha. Here's a couple of meats. Filet mignon is last place. Ribeye, chuck eye, cow tongue, tri-tip, picanha, vacillo, and then good. You get a good flank steak. Oof, good flank steak's amazing. Filet mignon is last place. Any of you that order filet mignon at the restaurant, it's probably because they don't have anything else. Churrasco's amazing, real good. All I'm doing is giving you a little bit of color. All right, let's move this around here. I'm giving you just a little bit of color. We're gonna work on this here. You see the flames? It's good. Now it's good. Let's flip it. You see, that's all I'm doing. I'm just giving it color. You don't want this black. Just give it some nice color. You see what I have here? Oh no, we had $0 on super chats. Oh no, oh no, $0 on super chats. That's horrible. He shout out to Edgar Romeo yesterday. He blasted with $100. Shout out to Edgar Romeo yesterday. Blasted with $100. It was a good Sunday. It was a nice, beautiful Sunday. You guys know my favorite day of the week is Monday. I can't stand what is it? I can't stand Fridays because everybody's cheering. Everybody's cheering in the corners. Oh, it's Friday. I can't wait to blast my music, my Mexican music. Man. Okay. We have this going. You could do this and do the sides if you want to. At the end of the day, you still need to cook this up. Okay, don't expect your meat to be cooked up just that easy. Okay, there you go. Get some grill lines on both sides. Good grill lines on both sides. It doesn't really matter because you just want to color it up, color both sides up. That meat. That meat's oof, look at that, beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna add this. We're gonna put this right here. We're just gonna place it here. There's gonna be a reason why I'm gonna place it here, because I want to do my ribeye. Here we go. There's a ribeye. It's in. Pound Town is in. Pound Town is in. When you see a lot of flames like that, the first thing you're going to do is have some common sense. Close this up. You're going to close this up, okay? Give it just a couple seconds. Close it up. Make sure. Also, I'm going to close this up here. I close it up and make sure that oxygen gets seeped out of this barbecue. Give it about 35 seconds, and you can open it up again. Give it about 35 seconds, you can open it up again. I think we were at 35 seconds. Any of you that don't know how to cook, here we go. You're learning. Here we go. We're back on track. What you want to make sure the bottom, it's still good. All right, let's go. It's good. What I'm going to do is also, before I put this anywhere, I'm going to keep it on here. Just a tad. I'm going to keep it on the bottom. I would recommend you to put oof, so much smoke. Call the fire hydrant. So much smoke. A lot of smoke, baby. There you go. Now I'm getting the flames. Good. That's what I want. I want those flames. Here we go. Now I'm going to do the other side. There we go. Perfect. I did most of the bone side. Now we're going to do most of this other side here. You could pound it down like Pound Town. Beautiful. But you want to char it up with the ribeye. You want to char it up. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Also, I'm going to take this off because I don't want... Looks good, looks good. I'm going to keep it on there for just a tittle. Just a tittle. Just a tittle. Oof. Did you see that? It was just a tittle. Just a little titty, just a little titty, little tittle. Now there's a lot of flames, okay? So that you don't blow up, you're gonna close this up. Make sure you don't blow up like, you don't want to blow up like, I don't even know. I was gonna say Rush Hour 2. I don't remember a scene in Rush Hour 2 that something blew up. Anyways, point of the matter is we're gonna keep this on here. I'm gonna seep out some of that smoke out here. All right, ribeye is the main thing I'm gonna focus on. The tri-tip is doing its thing. All right, perfect. Oof. Man, this is looking like a doozy. It's looking real nice. I hope the flames start up again. Should I start blowing? There we go, blowing a little bit. That's as much as it can blow. Can't blow too hard. I'll leave that to ladies. Can't blow hard. Okay, we got the ribeye here, and we have the tri-tip. Now, what I'm going to do with the tri-tip is actually, I'm going to put it on the far side because I want to speed up the cook time. And over here, what I'm going to do is, there we go. I'm just going to move it a little bit over here. On the tri-tip. That's freaking insanely good. Beautiful. That's good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this over here. Matter of fact, I'm going to place this right over here so we can cook a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good, looks good, right? You guys are amazing. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. You guys are amazing. I'm going to keep this on here for now. It's good. Ooh. Need a little bit of fire. Let's close this up. I'm going to leave this on here for a little bit. Let it get nice. Let it get beautiful. And again, you guys already know what time it is, okay? You know what time it is. If you don't know already, I'm going to show you what time it is. But before I show you what time it is, I actually want to take out that ribeye. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put that ribeye a little bit further away from. I'll put that ribeye further away from the. There you go. The ribeye's over here. The ribeye looks insane. I'm going to also be putting this about right over here. I'll put this over here. Boom. We're aiming for, on the tri-tip, we're aiming for 130. Last I remember, 135. 35. So here we go. I know it shouldn't be there yet, but if it is there, it is there. What am I going to say? If it is there, it is there. There's going to be 100. 120. 120. 120. 120. 130. and it keeps on climbing. It's about 130. 130. I'm gonna leave that thermometer on here. Remember, use it for the tri-tip. Okay, use it for the tri-tip. You don't want to mess up the tri-tip. Use it for the tri-tip. 130 should be decently good. 130 to 135 around there. 145 is really overdoing it. That looks good. That looks amazing. You guys know what's next. If you don't know already what's next, then you don't watch the channel enough. Let's put this is looking good. Beautiful tri-tip. Look how juicy this. I don't even need to put butter on here. It's so juicy. Okay. We have this here. I'm going to put this a little bit further away. Oof, I almost took that meat with me. Okay, we're going to close this up. I'm going to close this up. I'm going to open this up so that all the vape comes out. Holy heaven, have I got a super chat on the stream? Oof. Man, haven't got a super chat on the stream. Oh no. You know what that means? I got to take a week off. I got to take a week off. Just joking. I ain't taking no day off. Here we go for all of you. We're going to be doing. You already know what we're going to be doing. How many of you know what we're doing? I know you guys know what we're doing. We're going to do a little bit of something called wine. We're going to do the wine that we had said that we were going to do, right? And I'm going to put the meats on here, but I want to open this up, right, before I do anything. Okay, this is for the meat. This is for the meat. This is for the meat. Before we do this, okay, we're gonna use what April Neal gave me. Here we go. We're gonna use this first. This is the first time I use this time. I don't even know. If this thing spills over, what am I going to do? Here we go. It's the first time I use this tap. Here we go. First time I use this tap. Here we go. Dang, that's high class stuff, man. That's high class. All right, let's drink this up. That is no joke. That is really good. And this also comes with one of these. You put it on top, takes out the air, takes out the air. Really cool. April, you could share. You could share where you got this if you want to. You don't have to. You don't have to. My recommendation is just don't tell anybody. But for any of you members or wrenches that want to know, she'll tell you. Point of the matter is, we're going to put this over here. And put this over here. Phenomenal. Real good. I gotta clean the side of the. I gotta clean the side of the damn freaking table. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go over here and let's start putting the butter just to finish it off. Let's finish it off. Dang, I don't even think this thing needs butter. Look at this. Damn. We're still gonna put butter on here. Doesn't need butter. Still needs. Good butter. Tri-tip, check in the tri-tip. I know it should be ready. I know it should be ready, but I'm just gonna check it real quick. I just want to check it. 130, that's fine. 130. It's creeping up to 135. You don't want to let it go to 145, 160. All right, the steak should be officially done. The steak should be officially done. If any of you have a recommendation for wine, you're welcome to spread it in the chat room. Let me know what wine you think is good. Officially, I personally don't want to recommend this to anybody because then we're not going to be able to get this at the stores. But over here, this is a great wine. One of the best wines you could actually find. It's $20 and very, very rich. Here we go. Let me just show you real quick. Shout out to all of you. Let's drink this up. This is remarkable. Honestly, I don't even need steak for this. Oof, we're undefeated. We're undefeated. We got a super chat in the chat room. April, April, April. Here we go, April. April with a $10 super chat. April says, in the chat room. Reaper, play your Trump B-Day card for Edgar, please. All right, let's do that. I'll do that right now. Over here, huge shout outs to April Neal. I'll do that right now. I'm joking, April. I can't do that. I sold it on eBay. I sold that card on eBay for $250. I put a fake signature on it and I sold it on eBay. I'm sorry, April. I don't know. I'm a horrible person. I'm a horrible person. I sold that thing on eBay, fake signature. And I told in the description. I told on the description that Donald Trump had touched it. And I sold it for $250. Edgar, I'm a horrible person. Sold that thing. Would you have sold it for $250 on eBay? Maybe he would have. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna replay. I'm gonna replay. Let me replay the part since I sold the card.
I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I would never say in your case that you're fired, so I'll just say you're hired.
Shout outs to Donald Trump. Shout outs to Donald Trump. There you go. April, April, April. All jokes aside, recently, April Neal, she sent me 2 boxes. April Neal sent me 2 boxes. One box was a box filled with Donald Trump stuff. Unfortunately, she sent me Schmedium MAGA gear. Schmedium MAGA gear. When I put in the laundry, man, if I put in the laundry, in my laundry, it'll officially be a small. So this is the only thing we got out of the box. And here we go. Awesome card. Collect them all. That's pretty cool. Point of the matter is, Donald Trump, he met today with the president of El Salvador. President of El Salvador, his name is Bukaki. He met with Mr. Bukaki, President Bukaki. I don't know why his name is like that. Bukaki. What a name. Anyways, Donald Trump met up with President Bukaki from El Salvador, and you could see it on the news. That's a hell of a name to name your kid Bukaki, or man, what the kind of name is that? It's like when you go to school. Roll call. Do we have Bukaki here? We got Bukaki. Doesn't even want to raise his hand. Okay, roll call. Aaron. Where you at, Aaron? Where you at? Block A. Where you at, Block A? Block A, raise your hand, Block A. You know what I'm talking about. Names are huge. Huge things. Okay, this is already done. I don't want to overcook it. If I overcook it, I'm going to be eating like Donald Trump. Donald Trump likes his meat rock hard. You know what? That's a funny thing I said that. If you have testosterone, you should have your meat really rock hard. But not the meat you eat. Point of the matter is, here we go. Oof, look at this. Oh, look at that. Oof, look, it's leaking. My meat is leaking. Damn. My meat is leaking. Now this other one again. Oof. That tri-tip looks so good. Look at that tri-tip. Damn. I want to just put it on one time before I take it off. This tri-tip looks amazing. I'm gonna put it on one time. We're gonna take it off, and we're gonna officially drink the wine. By the way, April Neil, thank you so much, April. Thank you so much for sending a super chat. Because if I didn't get a super chat today, whoa, I might have to go work at McDonald's. This is beautiful. Both sides are beautiful. Here we go. Let's take this off. Damn. What a meal. They don't make tri-tip at the restaurants. They don't make this ribeye at the restaurant either. You can make it at home. Make it at home. I can't wait to eat this. Holy Lord. You guys have no idea how hungry I am. I'm like a dog on rabies that's been walking the city looking for some scraps. That's what I feel like. Oof. Ladies and gentlemen. Voila. Ladies and gentlemen, voila. If you see it, you see it. If you don't see it, it's probably because you need to check your vision. It's okay. There's a lot of people that need to check your vision. It's not only you, my man. My lady, it's not only you, my lady. There's a lot of us that need to check our vision. For all of you watching, oof, look at that ribeye. Oof, let me drink this out. That damn wine is so goddamn good. That wine is so goddamn good. Let me repeat again, if we're looking at this ribeye and it's burnt, it doesn't matter if it's burnt. That's what you call charred up. People don't know what it is. In the inside, it's medium rare, so it's gonna be red inside. If you don't like it red, then put it back on the grill. Make sure that it gets rock hard. I don't eat my meat rock hard. I like my meat nice and juicy and beautiful. Look at this. Oh my Lord. I'll just lick my fingers in that thing. It's no joke, man. It's no joke. There we go. Let's pour this leakage. Why does it make that? Why does it make that weird sound? It sounds like a toilet that doesn't work. That's remarkable. Honestly, you can't beat this. Hey, Jimmy, we're living a life. We're living a life. The kings in back in the days. They didn't eat this good. They ate lamb. Oof. They ate lamb and goats. Dirty, dirty kings. Ooh, King Caesar, right? King Caesar. You think he had the possibility to drink this? No. As a matter of fact, I don't want to mop up Jesus Christ because that's our Lord, right? Lord and Savior. But this wine is better than any wine that Jesus Christ has ever had in his life. And the creator of this world, just any Lord that you believe in, any God that you believe in, without any God or any Lord or anything that you believe in, whatever it is, made this happen. This is exactly what we're here to live for. We're here to live for the fruits of our life. Enjoy your life. You only live one time, right? If you live to be 100, well, guess what? Life is short. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Drink your wine. Drink your whiskey. Ladies and gentlemen, it's officially time for me to end the stream. I have to thank April O'Neil, and I have to thank Edgar Omer. Yes, Edgar Omer, yes, they killed it on the super chat. Thank you so much, Edgar. I hope you enjoy what you're getting in the package. You should be getting it this week. Point of the matter is, for all of you watching, I'm going to start doing this for a lot of you. If any of you ever send a huge super chat, a red super chat or bigger, you will get, yes, my sticks, the Reaper exclusive. You'll be able to get my sticks. If you have a wrench, and you're always here often, you can also be able to get the Reaper exclusive. I'm going to say this, I'm very busy. I don't get to send out a lot of stuff often. But for all of you, let's drink this out. A couple of people this week have been getting it, right? They're going to be getting it. For all of you watching, huge shout outs to the Reaper Crew. You know what time it is? We're number one. Huge shout outs to the Reaper Crew. Also, I'm going to say huge shout outs to George Zaharov. I apologize to him today. I completely forgot. George Zaharov's birthday was this weekend. I completely forgot. I'm horrible. I'm a horrible person. I forget people's birthdays. Our Soto's birthday was yesterday. And also, I think we have a couple areas in the chat room, a couple birthdays coming up. I forget the birthdays, so please remind me. I forget. But huge shout outs to George Zaharov. You already know George Zaharov. If you don't know, he makes that fragrance line that we like to show on the stream. Wish him a happy birthday if you ever reach out to him on the IG. And for all of you watching, I'm going to give a huge shout out to the USA. Huge shout out to Donald Trump. Huge shout outs to the Marines, U.S. Marines, U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force with that new F-47, and shout out to the Space Force battling the aliens over there on the moon. Why do you think you don't see any pictures or videos of the moon? It's because there's cities over there on the moon. They just don't want to show you. Whenever you're walking your dog, or maybe you got a raccoon, you're walking a raccoon outside, your cat, maybe you walk your fish, look at the moon. If you could tell the moon how similar it looks like, the moon looks like the USA is right there. It looks like Russia's right there. If you look at the moon, think of the moon, the dark places on the moon. Just next time you look at the moon, the dark places of the moon look and resemble Earth a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this. I'm not going to say anything more, but I'm going to say there is much things that you don't know in life. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your life. We will be back tomorrow for all of you watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below. Don't forget the short videos for all of you. It's for all of you. Please hit that like button. Andrew, go check out the short videos. I put 5 short videos today. Comment on those short videos. Sheena, go comment on those short videos. Al Gordon, go comment on the short video. Edgar Romeo, all of you. Farm Kitty, all of you. Joe Waters, comment on those short videos. April Neal, I posted up another short video. Let's get those comments on the short videos. If you don't know the difference, there's there's home videos and shorts. Click the shorts, check out those short videos, and for all of you watching, hit that like button on the short videos and comment on it. I hope you like it. We're going to go a little bit hard on those short videos. It's going to be really, really good. I'll see you all soon. For all of you watching, huge shout out to April Neal and Edgar Romeo yesterday. He killed it. I won't forget. Shout out to all of you. Reaper officially signing out. I'll see you soon. Tomorrow, Tuesday.